All right, welcome back here into the Xfinity Sports Report, your Colorado High School connection. Brian Roth back with you. As you can see, a studio full of Eagles here. Valor Christian, the 5A state champs, joining us. Gabe Courts, Charlie McDonald, and Jake Kibben. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be on.
Congratulations on a state championship, and I know that's always a thrill. 6th state title for Valor Christian in the sport of football. And Jake, let's start with you. Kind of give me an idea. What was that feeling like when the clock strikes 0 and you guys complete that big comeback over Pomona?
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. Everyone was just going nuts on the sideline. I mean, I didn't know exactly how much time we had left going into that final drive because we were kneeling and we were running it after, and it was kind of crazy. But I mean, just being able to see all the fans and look at all our teammates just going crazy was an amazing feeling. So,
Charlie, you guys are down 26-14. We were talking before we went on the air there. I thought you guys were dead in the water. I mean, we're midway through the fourth. Pomona's played well. You guys are trying to keep up. What was the mindset of the team? Because the defense had to come out and get stops, and you guys did that.
Yeah, during that last stand, that little like just 4 and out, we were kind of just like, we got together in the huddle and we were like, how are you gonna play for the your last game ever? Like, because we honestly, like, at some point a little bit before that, we were like, this is our last game,
right,
like, ever for me personally. Like, I don't know, like, you have to like make a stop here, and then Jack Wally came up with a big stop, and we got them out, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, Gabe, you were a big part of that defense all season long, leading tackler. I mean, at any point, did you guys lose faith? That it seemed like you didn't because you were able to come back.
No, that's what you get when you got great guys of Valor. Valor's got some big players, and big players make big plays when the game's on the line. And so when Booker knocked that fumble out and Jake over here recovered it, it was just really great. And it was really a testament to all the hard work that we put in this season. It really was a cap of how this defense has played this whole year. We played tough, we played physical, and we've made the plays, and we need to make them.
Jake, how big did your eyes get when you saw that ball on the turf?
Yeah, I mean, I saw it from the other end of the pile, and I was just like, I have to get there. I just started sprinting, and I didn't really dive at the ball. I kind of dove because I saw the guy out of the corner of my eye. So I tried to kind of block him out of it, but I mean, it was crazy because I came on it and then just like wrapped it up, and it was great. So.
Right. I mean, you guys don't win that game without that fumble. I mean, I don't think you do. But you guys get the fumble. But as an offense that had kind of been held in check the entire game, how were you able to come back and score those touchdowns?
Yeah, I mean, I think just the momentum changed when Booker knocked it out. I mean, I recovered, which was great, but I mean, it would have never happened without Booker. But I mean, the momentum change just really drove it in for our offense because we had been getting blocks done, we had been driving guys, but just not fully finishing. And then that final fight was there, and we just kind of clicked. So
this is a Valor team. You have to understand that opened up the season at 1-2, okay, and playing very good competition, obviously. But one of those in-state losses was to Pomona, and they got you pretty good down at your place. Charlie, was revenge on the mind of your team going in the championship game, or does that go out the window because it's a championship?
Yeah, we got a lot of questions about revenge and like getting back at home, but honestly, Pomona's just a great team. Like, we scheduled them because we knew they would like punch us in the stomach and like play a darn good football game at the beginning of the season. Like, so when we get to the state championship, we can like have the toughness, the getting blocks done, finishing everything, because they got it done earlier in the season, and then we got it done later. So,
of course, one of the big stories here this year was the rivalry, and that growing rivalry between Cherry Creek and Valor Christian. Of course, the state championship game last year we won't talk much about here for you guys. But again, you guys play them in the regular season, in the conference game, and then again in the semifinals. Gabe, you were supposed to go to Cherry Creek. You know all those guys. What was that rivalry like this year?
I mean, there's a lot of hype leading into those games, especially that first week with homecoming and all the, activities going on that week. But we just had to treat it like every other week, because if we overhype ourselves, if we, try to treat it any differently, that's when we start to play bad. And so we just have to treat it like any other game.
Yeah. But is that hard, Charlie? Is it hard to do that?
Yeah,
the mindset's right. I mean, Gabe's exactly right, but that's not easy to do all the time.
I was having some serious anxiety like throughout the week. My coaches and I were joking because like I always get like really big anxiety like before the games, and I was like freaking out. And they're like, "Oh, do you need like us to call you or something before the game?" But no, it's just another football game against a good team. But it was a fun game. So.
Valor Christian hasn't been on the scene long, but the job that Rod has done over there, and of course Coach Wieselmeyer, who was there to help open the program, has turned Valor Christian into really the staple of high school football in the state of Colorado. Jake, give me an idea. What makes Valor so special?
Well, I mean, it's just the guys that are on the team and the coaches. I mean, they're loving us. They love God and everything, and it's just great to be around them all. They're just wanting us to do our best, and I mean, they'll get on you if you're messing up, but it's not like they're yelling in your face kind of thing. They're saying, hey, just get that next play, and I mean, it really just comes down to those amazing coaches. So.
What about you, Charlie? What makes Valor so special?
Yeah, it's just about our goal this year was like Hawk Revovis, which is playing for God and playing for each other. So we like try to build a team of like love and like come together and have a really close bond that builds us the chemistry and everything together, and it just makes us play better.
How about you, Gabe?
I mean, building on what they said, you know, in today's culture, it's not really cool, or it's not really looked up for, especially football players, to build a team centered around love and loving each other. But like our defensive coordinator said, he gave us a chapel about how the teams that love each other are the toughest teams. And I believe that that game, we would not have won that game if we did not have the brotherhood and the love that we established over the season.
Right, certainly never lost faith in that contest. And down 26-14 midway through the fourth, they come back to beat Pomona, really in one of the more entertaining high school football games we saw all season long. All right, we have 3 seniors up here, so what are the plans in the future? Gabe, I know you want to continue your football career.
Yes, I mean, I've played since I was 5 years old, so college football's always been the dream. Where, I'm not sure yet. D2, D1, I'm not really sure. Looking at Mines, Sioux Falls, up in South Dakota, maybe CSU, but I'm just still reeling in from this win that we had over this past week. So. Right,
plus you guys still have a full semester to go in senior year, and it doesn't get any better than that. Charlie, football is over for you, but it's on to music, right?
Yeah, hopefully I'll be playing some music at Belmont out in Nashville. That's my dream. I've always wanted to play there ever since I was like in 8th grade. Yeah, I just want to get a degree in music and pursue that, hopefully.
Accomplished guitar player, pianist, pretty good.
Oh yeah, he's the best I've heard.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about you, Jake? Because senior year, you still have one more season coming up as you're a lacrosse guy too.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really decided what to do. I've been looking at a couple of schools for football and stuff like that. I mean, I know I want to play something in football. I want to be able to do something. Just deciding what and where is still to come. So.
Right. Gentlemen, thanks so much. Listen, I got to tell you, so impressed with how you guys were able to come back and show that resolve and fortitude in the state championship game. And always been impressed with what you guys do over there at Valor Christian and Coach Sherman. Always a class act. So thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
All right. That's Gabe Courts, Charlie McDonald, and, of course, Jake Hibben. All right, we'll take a timeout. We're going to get you right back to the sport of basketball. When we return, you're watching the Xfinity Sports Report, your Colorado high school connection.